Members, I'm excited to present to you our very first Olympian of the day, and standing in front of me is Coleman Scott and his family. And Coleman is an American freestyle and folk style wrestler who's achieved success at the highest level of the sport. Coleman became a standout wrestler in high school, winning several titles and compiling a record of 156 wins and just 12 losses before going to one of the most storied programs in collegiate wrestling history, Oklahoma State University. During his time at OSU, Coleman was a four-time NCAA All-American and won the 2008 National Championship. He played a crucial role in helping the Cowboys secure two NCAA team titles under the guidance of legendary coach John Smith. Coleman developed into one of the nation's top lightweights, compiling an impressive career record while contributing to OSU's continued dominance in college wrestling. After his collegiate career, Coleman transitioned to freestyle wrestling and earned a spot on the U.S. Olympic team in 2012. Competing in the 60-kilogram weight class, he won the bronze medal at the London Olympics, solidifying his place among the world's elite wrestlers. Coleman Scott has exemplified not only athletic excellence, but also the values of humility, dedication, and community service. A devoted family man, Coleman's impact extends beyond the mat and is tirelessly giving back to the sport that shaped his life so much. Beyond wrestling, he's a dedicated family man, and after punching his ticket to the Olympics in Times Square, Coleman was asked who was the first person that he thought of. And Coleman emotionally replied, "My little daughter. I missed her birthday yesterday. This is for her." On the floor with him today is his wife, Jessica Scott, Layton, wave Layton, and the stud wrestlers, Stetson, and then Cash Money down here. Wave at him, Cash. Members also in the North Gallery is friends and family. If you guys would stand up and welcome them to the house as well, friends and family of the Coleman Scott family. Coleman balances his passion for coaching with his role as a husband and a father, and Coleman remains heavily involved in wrestling through camps, coaching, and mentorship. He is continuing to impact the sport in Oklahoma and beyond through his creation of the farm, which is located in Stillwater and is a premier training facility for aspiring wrestlers. Coach Scott is helping mold the next generation of athletes, instilling in them the same work ethic, discipline, and passion that fueled his own success. His commitment to fostering talent and giving back to the sport underscores his belief in the power of wrestling to teach life skills, character, and resilience. Coach Scott's influence is far-reaching as he continues to inspire young wrestlers with his generosity and unwavering dedication to the sport. Members, I think it's fair to tell you a little story of why I want to recognize Coleman as the first Olympian of the day. And Coleman and his family had a significant setback while in pursuit of his dreams and aspirations, and he responded like a true champion does, and he took that adversity and he used it as fuel to create the farm, which is opening soon. And the farm will bring some of the world's greatest wrestlers to Stillwater, Oklahoma to train our youth. I have no doubt that the farm will produce Olympians, and I truly believe that was part of the Lord's plan for Coleman and his legacy. One of the qualities I most admire in Coleman and what inspires me personally is his humility. I've seen one of the greatest wrestlers in the world kick off his boots and step on the mat to help kids learn. I've watched him coach his own children and others with patience, precision, and approachability. I'll never forget a moment after a match when my son, little Ty, came off the mat and Coleman stopped him to offer some coaching advice. I asked Ty later, I was like, he was a little uninterested, it seemed at the time, and I said, "Do you know who that is?" And Ty replied, "Yeah, it's Stetson's dad." And I said, "Well, yes, but son, he's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, and when he gives you advice, you need to listen, because he knows what it takes to be great." Coleman, thank you for inspiring not only young wrestlers, but also coaches, parents, and everyone in the wrestling community. I truly appreciate your friendship, and it is my honor to have you as our first Olympian of the day. Mr. Speaker, if you would recognize Leader Bayshore to read the citation.
Leader Bayshore, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, the citation, Coleman Scott, American wrestler and coach, Olympian of the day. Whereas Coleman Scott came to Stillwater as one of the top recruits in the nation, he compiled a collegiate record of 120-24 with 50 bonus point wins. Coleman represented the Oklahoma State Cowboys in 2008 when he won the national championship at 133 pounds after placing second in 2007, fifth in 2006, and eighth in 2005. Coleman is a four-time All-American, a feat achieved by only 12 other Cowboys before him, a two-time Big 12 Conference champion, and is a four-time Big 12 medalist. He helped OSU win the NCAA team titles in 2005 and 2006. And whereas Coleman was a member of the U.S. National freestyle team in 2009 through 2012, 2014, and 2015, he was awarded the silver medal in the 2015 World Cup, and when attending the Pan American Championships, he was awarded the bronze in 2010, and then gold in 2016. When he went to the 2012 Olympics, he won a bronze medal by beating Kenichi Yumoto of Japan. Whereas Coach Scott has held various coaching roles at the collegiate and national levels, achieving success with both individual athletes and teams, and returned to Oklahoma State in a leadership position in 2023. He also coaches Oklahoma's youth and is creating a premier training camp called The Farm. And whereas it is because of his exceptional wrestling career and coaching career, Coach Scott will be inducted into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame as a distinguished member in June of this year. And whereas it is fitting and proper that the Oklahoma legislature, acting on behalf of the citizens of the great state of Oklahoma, does hereby commend and congratulate Coleman Scott as the Olympian of the day. Now, therefore, pursuant to the motion of Representative Ty Burns and Steve Bayshore, the Oklahoma legislature extends to Coleman Scott and sincere congratulations and directs that this citation be presented. Ladies and gentlemen, Coleman Scott.